right, it is Monday, new week on our hands yet again. As you guys know, if you watched last video, back on 5x phase, 0 winning days, or 1 winning day, because I got the break-even trade that was $170 profit, right? Yes. So yeah, no trades today. Here was a picture of the market, or not a picture, a look of the market. So market opened and just ripped and then consolidated the rest of the day. And if you look on the 5-minute, it's just a square. And a big thing a lot of people have to realize, and I posted a TikTok about this, is you have to be able to preserve your capital. You cannot be going in to every single trading day trying to make money, forcing trades. And you have to understand that if the day you don't take a trade, like for example, a lot of people definitely lost today. Now, if you saved yourself from losing money by not taking a trade, that is saving yourself from losing money. I would count that as a literal win if you save yourself from losing money. I know personally, I would have 100% took a loss today if I traded today, because I would have gotten caught in some chop. I would have probably had a terrible entry, and I would have been stopped out. So me not taking a trade today just shows, wow, I preserved my capital. Now I can use that money that I would have lost, I guess, right, for another day when I have more probability, maybe after FOMC comes out on Wednesday this week. But yeah, so no trades for me today. Again, pretty slow, but again, I have a post-it note right here, 4 winning days by the end of the month. That's my goal. I need to get 4 more winning days by the end of this month to get back on track. Because as you know, I was kind of derailed a little bit. I, had to get back on 5x a phase, cycle back. And I just think being at college, the switch again, messed up my routine. But we're back. Just been pumping out content, still trying to make as much TikToks as I can. It's kind of hard because I'm not that creative. But I also have a list on this right here of all the YouTube videos I'm going to be posting weekly. And the video for this week is how to find a daily bias. So that's going to be posted in 2 days from now, is how to find a daily bias. Because a lot of people in my free Discord have been asking me, how can I find a bias? How do you always have a bias? Because if you don't know, I have a channel where I just send my daily bias out every single day. I just send my daily bias out with a picture of the chart, what I'm kind of seeing, all for free. So a lot of people are asking me how do you find your own daily bias? So I'm gonna make a short video about that on Wednesday. But other than that, I just have a bunch of schoolwork I know, jobs. But I mean, that's just the raw reality of trading. It's not supposed to be something that's really that enjoyable sometimes, especially on days like today when it feels slow, especially months like this where it feels slow, weeks. But you have to just know that I've been profitable, very, very profitable for the last 2 months. And if I just keep doing the things I was doing in those months, it'll transfer over, and I know what I should not be doing. And if I just be very patient in every market open and just say, I'm going to wait for my setup, I'm going to wait for this, I'm going to wait for that, I will be good, I will be profitable, and everything will be fine. So yeah, that's that. That's pretty much it. Yeah. What is good? We didn't record yesterday because I was recording a whole day in the life video yesterday, so I just didn't feel like I needed to record. It was also FOMC, so I just didn't trade. But today I did trade, actually. Pretty big fat win, if I do say so myself. Here was the trade. I made about $1,600 on it. I could have made around more than $2,000 if I didn't take partials, but you got to protect yourself. You got to settle for less. So going to the day, we were obviously at all-time highs, very bullish spot to be in. Then we came down right off open, edged out London lows, but then got a crazy break of structure to the upside with insane displacement. And then, trust the old macro model, put the fib on, enter at 50% right time, macro 955. In the fair value gap, went long. That's pretty much a textbook entry, and then took partial at this internal high, full take profit up here. And that was it. So pretty, really, really good trade on my XFAs, obviously getting closer to that payout. Again, just taking it slow. I think I'm back in my groove, not going to be greedy, not going to do all these stupid things. But yeah, I also just passed 2 0 counts for alpha futures as well, so I'm going to have to grind those, try to just get consistent, I guess, 2-month 2 a month payouts on those, just so I can get some recurring like 6K a month off of that. But I just passed those too. They were given to me by the Alpha Futures reps because I'm an affiliate. So use code Ducci for discounts. But yeah, so got that too. But plan for today, just grind out homework because I have a lot of stuff to do for school, make a bunch of content, and yeah, I mean, pretty good end of this week as of right now. Hopefully Friday's good too. Maybe I could get another dub on Friday. Beginning of this week was terrible because before FOMC, but it's Thursday, so it's after FOMC. FOMC put a lot of volatility back into the market. It's moving a lot more now, and I like it. So yeah, peace. All right, boys, we ended the week pretty big. So we took a win today. Second big win. Very close to a payout now, just a few more days. And yeah, $1,000 day across 5 accounts, so $5,000 day. And here was the trade. So obviously I was bullish going into the day. We were at all-time highs, and then market opened. We dumped a little bit, but we respected this 5-minute bullish gap, kind of. We invalidated it a little bit, but I just think this is like a volatility thing. But we traded into a discount on this leg. Then we got a nice leg out of it. Break a structure to the upside right here. Trade back down into a discount into this fair value gap. Got rejection out of it right at the macro and went long. And TP hit at all-time highs for $1,000 per account. And, I just want you guys to realize, like, I don't trade. Big news event comes out. We get a lot of volatility. Price action is good again. I win, and then I win. Right? I have 2 big winning days. Yesterday was $1,600 per account. Today was $1,000 per account. It's literally $2,600 on my account in literally 2 days of trading it, and on fresh XFAs pretty much. And going into the week, going into these days, I'm like, I'm not trading, and a lot of people often think like, oh, I need to get a win, right? I haven't traded, but you have to understand, like, patience literally pays you. If you stay patient and you just wait and you wait and you wait for that right moment, and then you capitalize on it, it's gonna pay you. And if you just preserve your capital the whole week when it's improbable before FOMC, then you just wait and then trade after it, you save yourself from losing all this money, and then you win, and then you add to your wall. So I really just want you guys to understand how much, like, being patient literally helps, and just, like, try to think of it on a month-to-month basis. Even, like, let's just try to have profit by the end of the month. That's how I see it, right? I even have a literal post-it note saying green week right there, because I want to stress the fact that I want to have a green week. I don't need to focus on having a winning day, because if I get too focused on I need to win this day, I try to force a trade, because if I don't trade, then I'm like, well, I didn't win, so I didn't progress. But if I just wait and be like, all right, I have to have a green week, I'm able to sit out during, half the week, and then, go in when it's probable today and get a win. So that's pretty much that. I did, good win today. Definitely getting close to a payout. And again, I think like I said, I'm back to my routine. I'm back to, the old way out. Like I wasn't doing the stupid stuff I was doing. And I really realized it. And, after having 2 really good profitable months, I realized so easily, like right when I snapped into that mode where I was like, all right, I'm doing the things that was unprofitable. It's so easy, I feel like, to snap out of it, because like you realize that, and like you just compare what I was doing when I was like profitable, right, to what I was doing before, and it's such a drastic difference. So that's that. Pretty much the end of the week. Just gonna record a bunch of content, get some homework done, and that's pretty much the end of my week. We're getting very close to a payout, either next week or the week right after, very early in the week, and last week of September is going to be it. So, this month definitely has been like a roller coaster for sure already, like, of not even being on XFA starting the month, and, just having them being taken super slow. But yeah, so hope you guys are enjoying this series. We're getting pretty, close to getting this payout this month, and, towards our goal. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace.